From the mystical Stonehenge in England to the majestic Colosseum in Italy, Europe is a treasure trove of ancient wonders. These incredible structures, built thousands of years ago, tell stories of great civilizations, architectural genius, and the indomitable human spirit. Join us as we explore 20 of the most breathtaking man-made wonders that have stood the test of time, each with its own unique history and charm. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing content. Let's get started. Acropolis of Athens, Greece. The Acropolis of Athens is a crown jewel of ancient Greece, towering over the modern city of Athens. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and widely considered a symbol of Western civilization. The Acropolis was a fortified citadel that served as a religious and political center for the ancient Athenians. The most famous structures on the Acropolis were built during the 5th century BC, a period known as the Golden Age of Athens. These structures include the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, the patron deity of Athens. The Parthenon is considered one of the greatest achievements of Greek architecture. The Erechtheion, a temple dedicated to Athena and Poseidon, the god of the sea. The Erechtheion is famous for its caryatids, 6 statues of maidens that support the roof of a porch. The Temple of Athena Nike, a small temple dedicated to Athena Nike, or Athena Victory. The temple was built to commemorate the Athenian victory over the Persians in the Battle of Salamis. The Acropolis is a must-see for any visitor to Athens. It is a powerful reminder of the achievements of ancient Greece and the enduring legacy of Western civilization. Stonehenge, England. Stonehenge is a prehistoric megalithic monument located on Salisbury Plain in Wiltshire, England, about 2 miles west of Amesbury. It is one of the most famous prehistoric sites in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Stonehenge consists of an outer ring of vertical sarsen standing stones, each around 4.0 meters high, 2.1 meters wide, and weighing around 25 tons, topped by connecting horizontal lintel stones. Inside is a ring of smaller blue stones. Inside these are freestanding trilithons, 2 bulkier vertical sarsens joined by 1 lintel. The whole monument, now ruinous, is aligned towards the sunrise on the summer solstice and sunset on the winter solstice. The exact purpose of Stonehenge remains a mystery, but it is believed to have been a religious or ceremonial site. Some theories suggest it was used for astronomical observations, while others believe it was a burial ground or a place of healing. Stonehenge was built in several stages spanning at least 1,500 years. The earliest monument was an early henge monument, built about 5,000 years ago, and the unique stone circle was erected in the late Neolithic period about 2,500 BC. Today, Stonehenge is a popular tourist destination in United Kingdom. The Forum and Markets of Trajan, Rome, Italy. The Forum and Markets of Trajan were a monumental complex built by Emperor Trajan in the early 2nd century AD. Often considered the height of Roman urban planning, It stands as a testament to the engineering and architectural prowess of the era. Here's a breakdown of this fascinating site. The Forum was a place of power and glory. It was inaugurated in 112 AD, and the Forum was the last and largest of the imperial fora built in Rome. This rectangular space, roughly 280 by 190 meters, was paved with Carrara marble and surrounded by impressive structures. The entrance to the Forum, there is triumphal arch dedicated to Trajan's victories, particularly his conquest of Dacia. While the arch itself is no longer standing, its remnants can still be seen. You can explore Basilica Olympia, the large basilica, named after Trajan's family gens, served as a courthouse and a venue for public meetings. There are Trajan's columns soaring in the center of the Forum, a 100-foot tall marble pillar adorned with a continuous spiral frieze depicting scenes from Trajan's Dacian campaigns. It's an impressive feat of sculpture and historical storytelling. At the far end of the Forum stood a temple dedicated to the deified Trajan, highlighting the emperor's cult status. The markets of Trajan, a bustling commercial hub. This were a massive and innovative commercial complex built during the reign of Emperor Trajan, 98 to 117 AD. Often referred to as the world's first shopping mall, it was actually more than just a place to buy things. The markets of Trajan were a multi-level complex featuring over 100 shops and offices. The innovative tiered structure allowed for maximum space utilization and efficient movement of goods and people. These markets were a hive of activity, offering a wide range of products from food and everyday necessities to luxury goods. They were a vital part of Rome's economy and a central meeting place for citizens. The ruins of the markets offer a glimpse into the bustling commercial heart of ancient Rome. They stand as a testament to Roman engineering skills and provide valuable insights into daily life during the empire. A legacy in stone. The Forum and markets of Trajan stand as a lasting symbol of Trajan's reign and the power of the Roman Empire. Today, it's a popular tourist destination offering a glimpse into the grandeur and ingenuity of this bygone era.
Göbekli Tepe, Turkey.
Perched atop a hill in the southeastern Anatolian region of Turkey lies Göbekli Tepe, an archaeological site that has revolutionized our understanding of human history. Dating back to around 9500 to 800 BC, Göbekli Tepe predates Stonehenge by over 6,000 years and the Egyptian pyramids by over 11,000 years, making it one of the oldest known monumental structures in the world. The site is characterized by its T-shaped megalithic pillars, some weighing up to 20 tons, which are carved with intricate animal and human figures. These enigmatic carvings depict a variety of creatures, including leopards, bulls, foxes, and vultures, as well as human hands and abstract symbols. Göbekli Tepe's existence challenges long-held assumptions about human development, suggesting that complex societies and monumental architecture emerged much earlier than previously thought. The site's significance lies not only in its age but also in the fact that it was built by hunter-gatherers, long before the advent of agriculture and urbanization. Göbekli Tepe has been dubbed a sanctuary due to its lack of defensive structures and the presence of animal bones and ritualistic features. It is believed to have served as a gathering place for ceremonial and social purposes, potentially linked to hunting and fertility rituals. Recognizing its exceptional universal value, Göbekli Tepe was inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2018. The site continues to be actively excavated, and new discoveries are constantly shedding light on this remarkable chapter of human history. Pantheon, Italy. The Pantheon is a former Roman temple and, since the 7th century, a Catholic church, namely Basilica Santa Maria ad Martyrs in Rome. It's widely regarded as one of the best-preserved buildings of ancient Rome. Originally built as a temple to all gods, the name comes from the Greek Pantheon, which means all gods. Construction began in 27 BC by Marcus Vipsanius Agrippa during the reign of Augustus. The Pantheon we see today is actually the third structure on the site. The first one, built by Agrippa, burned down in 80 AD. A second attempt by Emperor Domitian also met a fiery end in 110 AD. Third time's the charm, right? Emperor Hadrian rebuilt it around 125 AD. The Pantheon is the oldest continuously functioning building in Rome. It was converted to a Catholic church, Basilica Santa Maria ad Martyrs, in the 7th century, which has helped preserve it. The Pantheon's dome is an engineering marvel. It's the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome, with a diameter of 43 meters, 142 feet, and a hole at the top called an oculus. This oculus is the only source of light in the interior. The dome's height to the oculus and the diameter of the interior circle are the same, creating a perfect sphere, an impressive feat for Roman engineering. The thick concrete walls cleverly decrease in density as they reach the top, reducing weight without sacrificing strength. The bronze doors from the original Pantheon are still in use today. That's nearly 2,000 years old. The Pantheon is a popular tourist destination and is open to the public for free. Valley of the Temples, Italy. This isn't actually a valley, but a captivating archaeological park situated on a ridge overlooking the modern city of Agrigento, Sicily in Italy. It's one of the most extensive and well-preserved archaeological sites of Magna Graecia, the ancient Greek colonies in southern Italy and Sicily, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1997. The Valley of the Temples is a treasure trove of Doric temples, some dating back to the 5th century BC. These majestic structures are a testament to the architectural prowess and artistic legacy of the ancient Greeks. Here's a glimpse into what makes the Valley of the Temples so special. Temple of Concordia. This well-preserved temple, originally dedicated to an unknown deity, is one of the most iconic structures in the valley. It was later converted into a Christian church, which is believed to have contributed to its exceptional condition. Temple of Olympian Zeus, also known as Temple of Jupiter. The largest Doric temple ever built in Sicily, the Temple of Olympian Zeus lies in ruins, but its sheer scale and scattered columns give a powerful impression of its former grandeur. Temple of Hera, also known as Temple of Juno. Another impressive structure, the Temple of Hera offers stunning views of the surrounding landscape. The Valley of the Temples boasts several other temples dedicated to deities like Hercules, Demeter, and Castor and Pollux. Additionally, you'll find necropolis areas and sanctuaries, offering a well-rounded picture of the ancient city. The archaeological park is open to the public and offers a variety of tours, making it a fascinating destination for history buffs and anyone interested in the ancient world. Rock tombs in Dalyan, Turkey. Carved into the cliffs along the Dalyan River, these impressive tombs date back to the 4th century BC and were used as resting places for the elite of the ancient Lycian civilization. The tombs are particularly interesting because they combine Anatolian, Greek, and Persian architectural influences. The most striking aspect of the tombs is their elaborately carved facades, some featuring likenesses of the deceased and scenes from mythology. There are 6 main tombs in Dalyan, each with a unique design. The largest tomb is unfinished, offering a glimpse into the construction techniques of the Lycians. Unfortunately, due to safety concerns, visitors cannot enter the tombs themselves. However, you can still get a good view of them from across the river or by taking a boat tour on the Dalyan River. A short distance away from the tombs lie the ruins of the ancient city of Kaunos. Exploring both sites together provides a fascinating look at Lycian history and culture. Visiting the Lycian rock tombs is a captivating way to step back in time and learn about the Lycians, an important but often overlooked civilization of the ancient world.
Mont Saint-Michel, France.
This is a tidal island and commune off the coast of Normandy, France, is a breathtaking sight. Crowned by a magnificent Benedictine abbey, it appears to rise from the sea like a vision from a fairy tale. This UNESCO World Heritage Site boasts a rich history, architectural marvels, and a unique natural setting, making it one of France's most popular tourist destinations. The story of Mont Saint-Michel begins around the 8th century AD when legend has it that the Archangel Michael appeared to Aubert, who was Bishop of Avranches, instructing him to build a church on the rocky islet. Mount Saint-Michel's strategic location at the mouth of the Couesnon River made it a natural choice for a religious outpost, and a small oratory was built soon after. Viking raids in the 10th century led to the construction of fortifications around the abbey, solidifying Mont Saint-Michel's role as a defensive site. The 11th and 12th centuries witnessed a golden age for Mont Saint-Michel. The Benedictine monks who resided there expanded the abbey, constructing the iconic buildings that define its silhouette today. The French Revolution brought a dramatic change to Mont Saint-Michel's purpose. The abbey was converted into a prison in the late 18th century, a stark contrast to its former religious significance. This use continued until the mid-19th century when a public outcry led to the abbey's restoration. Today, Mont Saint-Michel is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a vibrant tourist destination. You can explore the imposing abbey buildings, marvel at the panoramic views from the ramparts, and stroll along the narrow cobbled streets lined with shops and restaurants. Ephesus, Turkey. Located near the modern-day town of Selçuk in Turkey, this is one of the most well-preserved ancient cities in the world and one of the most important archaeological sites in Turkey. It was an ancient Greek city, later becoming a major Roman city, and eventually a significant Christian center. At its peak, Ephesus was a bustling metropolis and a major port city on the Aegean coast. It was renowned for its magnificent architecture, including the Temple of Artemis, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Today, only the foundations of this temple remain. The most iconic landmark in Ephesus is the Library of Celsus, an impressive structure that once housed thousands of scrolls. Its facade, with its intricately carved columns and statues, is a testament to the city's wealth and intellectual prowess. Other notable attractions in Ephesus include the Great Theater, which could seat up to 25,000 spectators and hosted theatrical performances and gladiatorial contests, and the Terrace Houses, a series of well-preserved Roman villas with exquisite frescoes and mosaics. Ephesus is also significant in Christian history, as it is believed to be the site of the Council of Ephesus in 431 AD and the home of the Apostle John in his later years. The House of the Virgin Mary, located just outside Ephesus, is believed by some to be the final resting place of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Ephesus is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Turkey. It is a fascinating place to visit and learn about the history and culture of the ancient world. Diocletian's Palace at Split, Croatia. Rising from the heart of Split, Croatia, Diocletian's Palace is a unique blend of ancient Roman grandeur and vibrant modern life. Built at the turn of the 4th century AD by the Roman Emperor Diocletian as a luxurious retirement residence, the palace has transcended its original purpose to become a bustling city center. After a long and successful reign, Emperor Diocletian made the unusual decision to abdicate the throne in 305 AD. Seeking a tranquil retreat, he chose the coastal town of Aspalathos, modern-day Split, for his retirement palace. Construction began in 293 AD and continued for over a decade. The palace wasn't just a luxurious residence. It resembled a fortified city. Rectangular in shape with 4 large gates and corner towers, it could withstand potential threats. The complex was divided into a northern half for the military and a southern half for the emperor's private quarters and administrative buildings. The palace incorporated lavish elements, with marble imported from Greece and Italy, intricate sculptures, and a sophisticated water supply system. Following Diocletian's death, the palace witnessed a fascinating transformation. Over the centuries, people began settling within the palace walls, using its structures as foundations for their homes and businesses. Shops, restaurants, and residences filled the courtyards and streets, breathing new life into the ancient complex. Today, Diocletian's Palace is an embodiment of history, seamlessly intertwined with modern life. You can wander through the ancient streets lined with shops and cafes, marvel at the imposing Roman architecture, and explore the remnants of the imperial quarters. The Roman Forum, Italy. Once the beating heart of the Roman Empire, it served as a center of public life for centuries, teeming with activity and witnessing momentous events that shaped the course of history. The Forum's origins trace back to the 8th century BC, initially serving as a marketplace. Over time, it gradually transformed into a crucial hub for Roman society. During the Roman Republic, 509 BC, 27 BC, the Forum became the stage for elections, public speeches, and even gladiatorial combats. Temples dedicated to Roman deities like Jupiter, Saturn, and Vesta lined its edges, reflecting the deep integration of religion into Roman life. As the Roman Empire flourished, the Forum mirrored its grandeur. Emperors like Julius Caesar and Augustus undertook ambitious building projects, enriching the Forum with iconic structures. The Roman Forum wasn't just a political arena. It was a vibrant space bustling with commerce and social interaction. The Basilicae, large rectangular halls, served as courts of law and places for business meetings. Shops and stalls selling various goods lined the edges, catering to the needs of the Roman populace. The decline of the Roman Empire in the 4th century AD led to the gradual abandonment of the Forum. Buildings fell into disrepair, and the once bustling center slowly succumbed to nature's grasp. However, the Forum's ruins were rediscovered during the Renaissance, sparking renewed interest in the Roman past. Today, the Roman Forum stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a captivating open-air museum that attracts millions of visitors each year. The Colosseum of Rome, Italy. Also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, is a majestic elliptical structure that stands as a monumental reminder of the Roman Empire's power and penchant for entertainment. Located in the heart of Rome, Italy, it's the largest ancient amphitheater ever built and continues to awe visitors today. Construction of the Colosseum began under Emperor Vespasian in 70 AD and was completed by his son Titus in 80 AD. The amphitheater was further enhanced by Domitian, another son of Vespasian. Built on the site of Nero's Domus Aurea, Golden House, the Colosseum served as a powerful symbol of the new Flavian dynasty and a gift to the Roman people. The Colosseum's design is a marvel of Roman engineering. Constructed primarily of concrete, travertine limestone, and tough, volcanic rock. It boasted a complex system of arches, vaults, and tunnels that facilitated efficient crowd movement. The tiered seating could accommodate an estimated 50,000 to 80,000 spectators, offering them clear views of the arena below. A massive retractable awning, known as the velarium, provided shade from the scorching sun. The popularity of gladiatorial contests waned in the later Roman Empire, and the last recorded games in the Colosseum were held in the 6th century AD. The Colosseum then suffered from earthquakes, neglect, and even being quarried for building materials during the Middle Ages. Despite its decline, the Colosseum never faded entirely from memory. In the 18th century, a renewed interest in Roman history led to restoration efforts. Today, the Colosseum is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of Rome's most popular tourist attractions. Delphi, Greece. This is a place steeped in myth, history, and mystery. Located on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, it was once considered the center of the world by the ancient Greeks. Delphi's fame stemmed from its most renowned resident, the Oracle of Apollo. People from all over the ancient world consulted the oracle, believed to be the mouthpiece of the god Apollo himself, before important undertakings. From Greek city-states to foreign powers, leaders sought the pronouncements of the Pythia, the oracle's priestess, to guide their decisions. Delphi was a sprawling sanctuary filled with temples, treasuries, and monuments dedicated to Apollo and other deities. One of the most significant structures was the Temple of Apollo, a marvel of Doric architecture that housed the Pythia and the Omphalos. Other notable landmarks include the Athenian treasury, a structure built to house offerings from the city of Athens, and the sanctuary of Athena Pronia, the first temple encountered by pilgrims arriving at Delphi. The bustling sanctuary also featured venues for athletic pursuits and entertainment. The stadium hosted the Pythian Games, a prestigious competition featuring running, jumping, wrestling, and chariot racing. Athletes would train at the gymnasium, while theaters provided stages for plays and musical contests. Delphi's importance diminished with the rise of Christianity, and the sanctuary was eventually closed in the 4th century AD. However, its ruins remain a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a major archaeological site, attracting visitors eager to explore the legacy of this ancient Greek religious center. Roman Baths, England. The Roman Baths, a marvel of engineering and preservation, lie at the heart of the city of Bath, England. This remarkably well-preserved complex of Roman thermae, bathing facilities, offers a captivating glimpse into Roman life, bathing culture, and architectural ingenuity. Designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Roman Baths are one of the best-preserved Roman remains in the world and a major tourist attraction in the UK. The story of the Roman Baths begins with the discovery of natural hot springs around 70 AD. The Romans, recognizing the potential of these springs, believed them to possess healing properties and dedicated them to the goddess Sulis Minerva, a Romano-Celtic deity. A temple was constructed over the springs, marking the foundation of the future city of Bath, known as Aquae Sulis, Waters of Sulis, during Roman times. Over the next few centuries, the bathing complex grew in size and grandeur. With the decline of Roman rule in Britain in the 5th century AD, the Roman baths fell into disuse. The buildings were gradually buried and remained hidden for centuries. Rediscovery efforts began in the 18th century, and excavations continue to reveal new information about this fascinating site. Today, the Roman baths are a museum that allows you to step back in time. You can walk along the ancient pavements, marvel at the Great Bath, and explore the ruins of the temple and other structures. Olympia, Greece. This is the birthplace of the ancient Olympic Games, which were held every 4 years throughout classical antiquity, from the 8th century BC to the 4th century AD. The Games were revived in the late 19th century as the modern Olympic Games, which are known around the world today. Olympia is located in the western part of the Peloponnese Peninsula, in a valley created by the Alpheos River. The archaeological site of Olympia is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it includes the remains of temples, athletic facilities, and other structures from the ancient Olympic Games. The most important building at Olympia was the Temple of Zeus, which was one of the largest Doric temples in Greece. The temple housed a giant statue of Zeus, which was considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Unfortunately, the statue was destroyed in a fire in the 5th century AD. Other important structures at Olympia include the Temple of Hera, the stadium, the palestra, and the gymnasium. The stadium is where the running, jumping, and wrestling events of the ancient Olympic Games were held. The palestra and gymnasium were used for training athletes. The archaeological site of Olympia is a popular tourist destination, and it is a great place to learn about the history of the Olympic Games. The site is also home to the Archaeological Museum of Olympia, which houses a collection of artifacts from the ancient Olympic Games and other archaeological sites in the area. Gamzigrad, Serbia. Also known as Felix Romuliana, is an ancient Roman complex located near the town of Zaječar in eastern Serbia. Built during the late 3rd and early 4th centuries AD, Gamzigrad served as a palace complex and memorial complex dedicated to the Roman Emperor Galerius. The site is named after Galerius, whose full name was Gaius Galerius Valerius Maximianus. Felix Romuliana was the name given to the complex in honor of Galerius's mother, Romula. The site is known for its well-preserved ruins, which include a palace, temples, fortifications, and thermal baths. The palace complex at Gamzigrad is particularly impressive, featuring grand buildings adorned with intricate mosaics, sculptures, and decorative elements. These architectural remains provide valuable insights into the opulent lifestyle of the Roman elite during the late antiquity period. In addition to the palace, Gamzigrad also features 2 Roman temples dedicated to the gods Jupiter and Hercules, as well as a mausoleum believed to have been built for Galerius himself. Today, Gamzigrad is a designated UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its historical significance and architectural value. Ruined city of Pompeii, Italy. Pompeii, an ancient Roman city located near modern-day Naples, holds an almost mythical status. It's not just another archaeological site. It's a remarkably well-preserved time capsule, a city tragically frozen in time by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. Today, Pompeii stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offering an unparalleled glimpse into the daily life, culture, and architecture of a Roman town during the empire's heyday. On a seemingly ordinary day in August 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius unleashed its fury. A violent eruption rained down ash, pumice, and volcanic debris, burying Pompeii under a thick layer of material. The intense heat suffocated or incinerated those who couldn't escape the city's grasp. Pompeii remained buried for centuries, lost to the world. It wasn't until the late 16th century that the city was accidentally rediscovered during construction work. Systematic excavations began in the mid-18th century and continue to this day. What makes Pompeii so special is the incredible level of preservation. The ash that blanketed the city preserved buildings, furniture, artwork, and even human and animal remains in astonishing detail. Walking through the ruins is like stepping back in time. You can explore the well-preserved grid of streets lined with shops, houses, and public buildings. Forum, which was the center of civic life, the Forum once buzzed with activity. Thermal baths. These elaborate bathing complexes were an essential part of Roman social life. Theaters. Pompeii boasts 2 theaters, one for comedies and one for tragedies. These are just a few examples of the many treasures Pompeii has to offer. As we navigate through the streets and explore the buildings, we can almost imagine the lives of the Romans who once inhabited this city. We see the bakeries where they bought their bread, the temples where they worshipped their gods, and the theaters where they were entertained. Pompeii's destruction was a tragedy, but it offers a window into Roman society, architecture, and daily life.
The Pont du Gard, France.
This is an ancient Roman aqueduct bridge built in the 1st century AD to carry water over 50 kilometers to the Roman colony of Nemours in southern France. It crosses the Gardon River near the town of Pont du Gard. The Pont du Gard is one of the best preserved Roman aqueduct bridges in the world. It was added to UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites in 1985 because of its exceptional preservation, historical importance, and architectural ingenuity. The aqueduct was constructed largely without the use of mortar or clamps. It is a testament to the remarkable engineering skill of the Romans. The bridge is estimated to contain 50,400 tons of limestone with a volume of some 21,000 cubic meters. Some of the individual blocks weigh up to 6 tons. Most of the stone was extracted from the local quarry of Estel located approximately 700 meters downstream, on the banks of the Gardon River. The Pont du Gard consists of 3 tiers of arches. The bottom tier has 6 arches, the middle tier has 11 arches, and the top tier originally had 47 arches. The total length of the bridge is 275 meters and its height is 48.7 meters. The 3 tiers of arches were built to create a stable structure that could withstand the weight of the water flowing through the aqueduct. The uppermost tier also served as a walkway for maintenance workers. The Pont du Gard remained in use as an aqueduct until the 6th century AD. After that, it was used as a bridge for centuries. The bridge was finally bypassed by a modern road bridge in the 18th century. Today, the Pont du Gard is a popular tourist destination. You can walk across the bridge, admire the views of the Gardon River, and learn about the history of Roman engineering. The Pont du Gard is a powerful reminder of the ingenuity and skill of the Roman people. Ostia Antica, Italy. This is the ancient port city of Rome. Founded around 620 BC, it served as a crucial commercial hub for centuries. Today, it's a fascinating archaeological site that offers a glimpse into Roman life during the Republic and Empire. It was a bustling port city. Ostia Antica's location at the mouth of the Tiber River made it a natural choice for a port. From here, goods from all over the Mediterranean Sea arrived in Rome, and Roman exports set sail for distant lands. Ostia Antica was largely abandoned after the 5th century AD. This protected it from the extensive rebuilding that occurred in Rome itself, leaving behind a wealth of well-preserved ruins. Walking through Ostia Antica is like stepping back in time. You'll see the remains of shops, taverns, bathhouses, temples, and even an ancient theater. Ostia Antica showcases different architectural styles from various periods of Roman history. Many buildings in Ostia Antica are adorned with beautiful mosaics and frescoes, offering a glimpse of Roman art and decoration. Visiting Ostia Antica is a great way to learn about Roman commerce, daily life, and architecture. It's a perfect destination for history buffs and anyone interested in the Roman world. The megalithic temples of Malta. The megalithic temples of Malta are a group of prehistoric temples dating back to approximately 3600 to 2500 BC and are considered some of the oldest freestanding structures in the world. These remarkable archaeological sites, found on the islands of Malta and Gozo, are a UNESCO World Heritage Site and offer a fascinating glimpse into the lives and beliefs of the island's early inhabitants. Gamzigrad temples on Gozo. These are the oldest and largest of the temples, with some megaliths weighing up to 50 tons. They are believed to have been built by a giant race, hence the name Gamzigrad, which means giants in Maltese. Hagarkim and Najdra on Malta. These temples are known for their intricate carvings and decorations depicting spirals, animals, and human figures. They are thought to have been used for religious ceremonies and astronomical observations. Tarxian temples in Malta. These temples are famous for their elaborate underground chambers and altars. They are believed to have been dedicated to fertility and childbirth. The megalithic temples of Malta are a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the island's early inhabitants. From ancient temples to awe-inspiring arenas, Europe's ancient man-made wonders truly leave us in awe. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.